I've completed a 14-day water fast in 2015, and since then I haven't had a single respiratory infection, not a cold, not a flu, and not even a symptom during the global pandemic. I believed my immune system was an impenetrable fortress, built on the foundation of water fasting and a clean vegan lifestyle. But in 2017, there was a major exception. I developed a severe dental infection, and like I always do, I turned to my most trusted tool, water fasting. I fasted for 7 days, nothing. I fasted for 10 days. The pain kept coming back. I pushed myself to 15 days of nothing but water, and the infection stayed exactly where it was. It was one of the most frustrating moments of my professional life. I felt like a fraud. Here I was, the fasting guy, unable to fix a tooth. How could a 15-day fast, a process that triggers massive cellular recycling and deep detoxification, fail to clear a simple tooth infection? Today I'm going to tell you exactly why I failed. We are going to look at the biological blind spot that even the most experienced fasters miss, and I'll show you the exact moment I realized that fasting isn't magic, it's biology. If you are using fasting to heal a chronic issue and it's not working, this video might save you months of frustration. To understand why I failed, you first need to understand why I was so confident. Back in 2015, I used a 14-day water fast to heal a life-threatening infection of the epididymis. The doctors told me I needed antibiotics or surgery. I chose the third path, fasting. And it worked. It didn't just heal the one spot, it reset my entire biological clock. For the next decade, my body felt like a high-performance machine. I kept my vegan diet to maintain that clean slate. I reached a state of metabolic flexibility. My body could switch from burning glucose to burning fat and ketones effortlessly. This is the goal of every biohacker and health seeker, a body that identifies a virus or a bacteria and neutralizes it before you even feel a sniffle. I was so convinced of my invincibility that when the tooth pain started, I didn't even worry. I thought, great, another chance to demonstrate the power of the autophagy. Autophagy, for those who don't know, is the Nobel Prize winning process where your cells literally eat their own damaged parts and pathogens to create energy. I thought my cellular cleanup crew could make quick work of a dental abscess. I was wrong. I started the fast. By day 3, the typical fasting flu symptoms came and went. By day 5, I felt the familiar surge of mental clarity. This is usually when the healing intensifies. I monitored my infection closely. The swelling in my gum would go down. The throbbing pain would subside. I felt like I was winning, but there was a pattern I couldn't ignore. Every time I finished my fast and gradually started eating, the infection would return just like it was before. It wouldn't disappear. It was just waiting. I felt defeated. I thought, is my body finally giving up? Is the science behind fasting wrong? I went to a regular dentist, the one who had performed my last filling. I told him something is wrong under this tooth. He looked at the dental X-ray and at the teeth in my mouth, checked the surface and said, Viorel, the filling looks perfect. The seal is tight. There is no reason for an infection here. Maybe you are just stressed. But I know my body. I've spent 23 years studying the signals of the human organism. I knew this wasn't stress. I was trapped in a cycle. During water fasting, feel 80% better. Eat for 2 days, feel 100% worse. The longer water fast I've had to get rid of this tooth infection was 15 days. I was putting my body through incredible stress, and for the first time I felt like I was losing control of my own health narrative. I decided to seek a second opinion. I found a specialist known for high precision restorative work. I told him the whole story of my tooth infection. He listened, looked at the dental x-ray, and then he pointed to it, saying, "Probably here is your problem." The previous filling, thought it looked perfect on the surface, was biologically flawed. It was too wide. A tiny shelf of composite material was protruding into the gingival space between my two molars. In the dental world, this is a mechanical error. That excess material was constantly pressing against the soft tissue of the gum, creating a permanent state of irritation and a pocket where bacteria could hide. This was my aha moment. I realized that I was trying to solve a mechanical problem with a biological solution. Think about it this way. If you have a thorn in your thumb, you can fast for 40 days, your body will send white blood cells to the area, it will try to reduce the inflammation, it will try to reabsorb the bacteria, but as long as physical thorn is there, the irritation will never stop. The moment you stop fasting and your blood sugar rises, the bacteria which have been hiding in that mechanical blind spot will multiply again. This is what I call the biological blind spot. Fasting is the most powerful health healing mechanism in the world, but it cannot change the laws of physics or mechanics. It cannot shave down a feeling that is too large. It cannot reset a bone that is misaligned. It cannot remove a foreign object that shouldn't be there. Once the dentist removed that old feeling, reshaped the tooth to leave the proper biological space, and placed a new, correctly sized restoration, the infection vanished in 48 hours. And here is the most important part. I did not use any antibiotics. My body, already primed by the fasting, took over and finished the job instantly because the mechanical obstacle was finally gone. So, what does this mean for you? Many of you are watching this because you believe in natural healing. You want to avoid the chemical treadmill of modern medicine, and I am with you 100%. But we must not become dogmatic. If your fast isn't working for a specific issue, you must ask yourself, is this a biological problem or a mechanical one? Is it a toxicity issue? Fasting will help. Is it a metabolical dysfunction? Fasting will help. Is it a viral load? Fasting will help. But is it a structural misalignment? Is it a foreign body? Is it a mechanical irritation like my tooth? In those cases, the most natural thing you can do is seek a skilled professional to remove the obstacle, so that God-given biology can finally do its work. We are designed to heal. We are built for regeneration, but we must also use our awareness and discernment to know when a tool, even one as powerful as water fasting, needs a helping hand. This experience taught me humility. It reminded me that even after decades of study, the body can still surprise us. My invisibility wasn't gone. It was just being blocked by a piece of plastic between my teeth. I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried a natural protocol, fasting, diet, or supplements, and felt like you failed? Did you eventually find out there was a hidden cause you hadn't considered? Please leave a comment below. I read all of them, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to find their own breakthrough. If you want to learn more about how to use water fasting the right way and how to avoid mistakes I've made over the last 30 years, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm here to help you navigate this journey with science, experience, and honesty. And if you want to see the other side of the coin, the story of how fasting actually saved my life when the doctors had no answers, watch this video right here, Water Fasting Breakthrough Story. It's the medical proof that started my entire journey. Thank you for watching. Remember, your body knows how to heal. Sometimes you just have to get the obstacles out of its way.